All right, I am here at the Palo Verde Lounge in Tempe, Arizona, otherwise known as the Dirty Verde.
Yes, you are.
With the Wolves of Winter.
Yeah.
That is Josh on the mic.
Yep.
Introduce yourself, sir.
I am Josh McGee, Wolves of Winter, vocals, guitar.
This is the Doom Tomb Podcast, the podcast for all things stoner, doom, and sludge, and sometimes a little more. And that's what we're going to do today. This is going to be a tribute of sorts to Josh McGee from the band Wolves of Winter. You know, it's so strange because I don't know, of all the people that I've interviewed so far, this is the first person that I know of that has passed away. And it's kind of rough to deal with. All the locally residing bands, they've been reaching out to me, and, you know, a lot of us are just in complete shock. We had no idea, and it doesn't matter to me what the cause was. He's gone, and that is a major blow to the community. You know, in my regular job, I've dealt with loss before, and it's never easy. So if you're going through something like this, please reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. This is my version of it right now. This is my catharsis on a personal level. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about the journey in the Arizona scene with Josh and the band Wolves of Winter. And we'll play some excerpts from the second interview I did with that band.
And this is Mike. Mike, say hi.
Hi, my name is Mike.
Mike plays drums, and this is...
I am David. I am high. I play bass.
He's high and plays bass. You're supposed to say hi. Say it again.
I'm high.
Okay, well, here we are.
First met Josh in 2017, and they were opening up for the band Mothership at Yucca Tap Room, and it was a killer night. Great show. Everybody on the bill was outstanding, including this band. And he kept hinting of this this vinyl release that was going to come out. And they had some cassettes at the time, some CDs and stuff. And eventually, the vinyl did come out, and what a gorgeous thing. We'll get to that in a minute. Over the course of time and seeing this band out and about, I saw them open for Devil to Pay, Lord Beacon House, the Truck Fighters, Amplified Heat, Year of the Cobra, the Watchers, Destroyer of Light, and so many other bands. Even some local shows and even a birthday bash for Dirty, D-U-R-D-Y, if you don't know who he is. Kind of famous in the Arizona scene, and he's in Sounds Like Murder and about 1,000 other bands. And that was at the Maverick Saloon, which, very interesting spot if you've never been there, but if you know, you know. So, you know, this whole idea of the release of the self-titled from Wolves of Winter, it was all Josh's ideas and concepts, and he culminated them, he cured them, and created such a masterpiece of an album. Great stuff. Like, truly, all things in the stoner doom scene, a little bit of desert.
Should we run to find the hiding place? This evil looms, you
Now, Josh himself is always a character. You never know what you're going to get, but you always know that you're going to have a conversation. And it was a great conversation. It didn't matter whether you agreed with him or not. He was always down to talk with you and always engaging about it.
So give me a little insight, because I know you guys had an LP that just came out and multicolored.
Yep.
No Slip Records, shout out.
Yeah. Shout out. Yep.
So let me go through a few of the songs and pick any song that you want, but the first one I just want to talk about is Astrothoughts.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Tell me about that song.
Astrothoughts was the first song it's funny you ask, because that was the catalyst to what Wolves of Winter became as the band. I mean, I had a previous bass player before Dave here, who introduced me to like a stoner rock scene, and he turned me on to bands like Sleep.
Yeah.
And I listened to that, and it like opened my eyes, really, and closed them at the same time. And I wrote that song, and it was that was it. I mean, that was Wolves of Winter. Astrothoughts was pretty much the beginning to what our band was. So, we're still playing it today. It's still one of our favorite tunes, and Ivan says it was the one. That was the one that kind of started the band.
I could see the energy that comes out of that song. It's almost like each time I see it, it's like watching you, like you figured it out in a way.
I think it was when that song was written. When I wrote that song, actually, it's when my eyes were open to what could be done musically with me, with whoever I ended up being in a band with, and I mean, unbelievable, man. Finding Mike, finding Dave, these two guys standing next to me, it was a dream come true. I mean, I can't really say much more than that. Wasn't very collaborative at all. The first record was very much something that I kind of did on my own and in my lonesome, as they might say, in kind of a down period of my life, and wrote, you know, the lyrics and the music to this record. And what I never thought that would actually happen fully would be to find two people that could be a rhythm section that could back me as a powerhouse.
Like really flesh it out.
And to take that to the next level, and I mean, these guys just were able to do that, and it changed my life musically, for sure. I should probably take control here. You know.
Of my anus.
Yeah, right. Yes, the first record I pretty much wrote the first record, but what I think is extremely important for the second record is to get guys like Mike, guys like Dave, who I respect immensely, and get their opinions on things, and let's work together and make this more of a collaborative effort.
He had a passion for gear and for equipment. Even when I showed him the microphone that I had to record and the recorder, he just took massive interest in it, and just you could see him kind of going through it in his mind, what could I do with this? How could I utilize this? always inquisitive about equipment. And even, after a band played, he would talk to them about whatever they had on stage, the rig setup, or the guitars, the bass, anything. And one of the other things that I always loved about him, he was always down for a show. No matter where it was, no matter what it was, didn't matter whether it was playing in front of hundreds of people, and in front of 50 people, or in front of 5 people. He was always down to do that. Now, the first interview I ever did was with Amplified Heat, and that was at the Palo Verde Lounge. And Josh and the guys were going to play that night. And, that was the first time that he really showed me the LPs and how beautiful they came out and how gorgeous and stunning they looked. And you could tell every piece he kind of went over with a fine-tooth comb, like he knew exactly what he wanted to put in there and exactly how he wanted it to look. And, I got to interview Amplified Heat. And then right after that, he says, "Hey, why don't we do an interview?" I'm like, "Well, shit, yeah, man. I'm completely unprepared, but absolutely, yeah. I've listened to the band a few times, and figured we'd kind of wing it and see what happened." We were over in an alleyway right beside the Palo Verde Lounge.
These guys will tell you, as much as I will tell you, is if there's a show 2 weeks, 3 weeks, what's most important to me is making sure that we get together and play. We haven't even played for a couple weeks. We played tonight. It was great. But I gravitate more towards, we got a show, we got to rehearse what we know, and less about, progression. But I think as a band, I think it's in all of our interests, especially these guys, because I want to see them really be able to start kind of putting their creative input into what we're doing.
Yeah, the collaborative effort, man. It's the Fist or Five,
Yeah.
I heard Wolves of Winter playing around town, and then I hadn't seen them for a while. So somewhere around 2018, they kind of took a break. I know they were working on material, and occasionally I'd see Mike at a show, the drummer, here and there. But I hadn't seen Josh, so I'm one of those guys, I'll reach out to people every once in a while. It doesn't matter whether it's on social or if I got the phone number, just to see how you're doing. And in these times, I think it's very important. So if you got some people in your phone or people that you haven't talked to for a while, reach out, see how they're doing. Because like I've said 1,000 times already, we're in some weird times right now. And this one doesn't make it any easier. So let's get into it. Let's hear a track.
Well, I think what needs to happen for us, I don't know what I can't say for a certainty what the subject matter is going to be for every song.
Right.
But what I do know is that at first, I can tell you one thing. At first, I'd be in rehearsal and Mike would have an idea like, let's make the riff go this way or that way. And I was all like, shut up, you don't tell me what way to do. But when you start to think about it, it's like, when you understand rhythms like a drummer like Mike does, and someone as talented as he is, you got to kind of step aside and say to yourself, maybe I got to listen to him. Right. And grow as a musician, and really understand what someone else has to say.
Absolutely.
So I think that that's where we're at right now. I mean, I want I want these guys to put their best foot forward and to make me a better musician and to challenge me. That's actually what I'm looking forward to.
Quit a while, I'm ahead. Don't wanna try until I'm dead. Wanna separate myself, get through what you consider well.
We want to be the best band that we can be. We want to bring our fans what they want.
Where do you find the majority of your inspiration?
I really have found inspiration in my life musically. I think that's why, going back a few moments ago when we talked about, some life-changing events for me that created that. But I don't know. I mean, where do you find that? I mean, it's like Led Zeppelin was one of my Robert Plant, right? Being a key area of inspiration influentially. But it's like, dude, you wrote songs about like The Hobbit, and I just don't get that.
It just came out of nowhere.
I would never write songs, when he wrote Misty Mountain Hop or things like that. But some things that I do get when he wrote things like, when he wrote like Since I've Been Loving You, and I've been working from 7 to 11 every night, it really makes life a drag.
Yeah.
I think we can all
identify
with that.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, there are certain things with him as a young gentleman to be able to align himself with some of these things that can unite us all. I mean, I don't even know where it even came from. But no, I don't. I'm certainly not someone who's going to turn on Netflix and write a song about it.
There you go.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Comes on, sip it down and pass it around. Wreck your car around my tree. Wreck your car around my tree. You're so dizzy you can't see. Wreck your car around my But you're all sitting, you're wasted. I can barely breathe. You got nothing to offer. God, like
For the Wolves of Winter release, Josh McGee was not only the vocalist and guitarist, he also produced the record and co-mixed it with Patrick Hogg. And that was done at Sludged Studios in Phoenix, Arizona. All of the music and lyrics were written by Josh McGee. So you know that his heart was completely in this. Let's hear another track off of that release.
you cannot
It was an honor to have known Josh McGee, and I cherish the times, especially now, for people that go to a lot of concerts and a lot of shows, and they're out and about a lot. You see those people, and right now, we're all missing them. And I'm telling you, it just hits me so hard sometimes. But I can always be thankful of the times that we had spent together and the shows that we have seen together and the music that he created in his time. So, Josh McGee, wherever you are, may you rest in peace, my friend.
A lot of people that actually listen to this record might hear it. They might not. I was rock bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
I could hear it emotionally, like maybe there was something going on with a significant other or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I mean, if you listen to the lyrics, I mean, congrats to you. You are actually listening to it,
yeah.
Which is, yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you feel that when you're on stage? Does anything ever come like just roaring back into your head? Like this brings me back to that time.
No.
Or does it feel more cathartic that you?
No, it's neither. It's been too long.
It becomes a song.
It's a song. It's a like Mike said, it's a song. It's a piece of music. When I was writing it, I'll never forget. I mean, the day that I woke up by myself, and the moment I opened my eyes, I broke out into tears. That was my life. All of a sudden, was misery.
And you drew from that.
Well, what I had to do, I mean, I didn't have anything else. I had a guitar, and I had a computer, and I had a little bit of talent, I think. And I was able to kind of redirect, the way that I felt into music, and what I did was create the record that I did, and but there is a lot more to do, and there's some advancement to be done. It's just the beginning, yeah.
Just the beginning.
It's just the beginning, yeah.